Barcelona supporters woke this morning to news that changes the immediate shape of the club's next few weeks. Joan Garcia, the 24-year-old who arrived from Espanyol this summer to compete for the #1 spot, has undergone arthroscopic surgery on a torn medial meniscus in his left knee. A procedure the club confirmed as successful. The operation was carried out by Dr. Joan Carles Monlau at the Hospital de Barcelona, and while surgeons report the intervention went according to plan, medical staff now estimate a recovery window of approximately 4 to 6 weeks, a time frame that collides with two of the season's most high-profile fixtures and forces, immediate selection headaches for Hansi Flick and his coaching team. For a club juggling domestic and European commitments, the timing could not be worse. Barcelona face Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League in the coming match cycle. And not long after that, the fixture calendar brings the El Clasico against Real Madrid, a contest that every Barca fan marks on the season calendar, for which the club has now lost a key contender for the gloves. Reports say Garcia sustained the injury during the match against Real Oviedo, an unfortunate event that swiftly moved from discomfort to confirmed tear and then to a surgical solution recommended by the medical team. What this means on the pitch is immediate and tangible. Garcia has started a number of games for the first team this season and taken the opportunity to stake a claim. His absence hands the job, at least temporarily, to the other goalkeepers in the squad and requires Flick to weigh form, experience and composure when naming his IVs for the most delicate of fixtures. Club insiders and reporting point to short-term solutions while the recovery runs its course, and there are questions over whether Barca will stick with the currently registered keepers or adjust tactical plans to give the defence more cover in front of whoever starts. On the medical side, a 4 to 6 week timeline is a standard prognostic window for a meniscal arthroscopy where no collateral damage is found. And that nuance is crucial because a clean operation and straightforward recovery pathway open the possibility, in some cases, of an earlier return if rehabilitation goes perfectly. Still, for planning purposes, the club has to assume the conservative end of that estimate. Champions League and El Clasico are competitions where managers prefer certainty and fitness doubts force coaches into contingency planning. Beyond the fixture list, the incident throws a spotlight on Barcelona's depth in goal and on how the club manages transitions after bringing in a young keeper from across the city. Garcia's move from Espanyol was viewed as an intriguing, high-upside signing. He showed encouraging signs in the opening weeks of his Barca career and earned the trust of the staff. Losing that presence for several weeks is not just a short-term tactical setback. It is a test of squad-building strategy and a reminder that even deliberate transfer plans must accommodate sudden injury developments. What should fans watch for now? First, daily medical updates from the club on Garcia's recovery progress. Second, the team sheets for the next La Liga and Champions League matches, which will reveal who Flick trusts under pressure. And third, training reports that indicate whether the defensive set pieces or goalkeeper responsibilities will be tweaked to compensate. The club's statement and initial reporting suggest optimism that the procedure went well, but optimism must be balanced with realism. Rehabilitation protocols, workload management, and match sharpness all take time. Finally, there is room for a hopeful scenario. If Garcia's recovery follows the faster end of the expected window, and if his rehab is flawless, a return ahead of the most important run of fixtures could be possible. But that remains conditional and should not be relied upon for planning lineups today. For now, Barcelona will navigate a short stretch without one of their promising new faces. Hansi Flick will make tactical choices that reflect the club's immediate needs, and supporters will be hoping for a calm, complication-free recovery for Joan Garcia so that when he does come back, he can pick up where he left off with no long-term damage to his form or to the team's momentum.